Hi, I'm Jamie Ruby from Sci-Fi-Vision. Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it. I'm
Hi,
enjoying
Jamie.
it so far. We haven't seen the 10th episode. I want to know what happened.
Yeah, well, we can't tell you about that.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
So JR, we'll start with you. Your character last season, he was sort of more by the book, I guess, and this season he's more sort of straddling the line between helping Michaela and doing what he's supposed to do. Can you sort of talk about his struggle with his moral compass with that, and maybe if there's things that maybe are advantageous about that?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you've seen Jared through the last, through the entire run of that's been manifest, just kind of always, regardless of how hard-headed or narcissistic or whatever it is you want to say he's been, he's always done things for the greater good of the family. He loves his family. He loves the Stones. He's put his job on the line for Michaela over and over and over again. This woman will always have a piece of his heart. And he's tried to move on countless times, but he hasn't quite figured out the women department quite yet. I always make jokes about him. He needs a little break. But no, I feel like Jared this season kind of he's lighter. He's taken he's over the 2 years. I feel like there's been a sense of maybe reflection that he's taken to work on himself and grow up and just accept what he has and what this life looks like with or without her. And yeah, there's a sense of kind of calmness that you'll see now through these next 20 episodes with Jared that you haven't seen before, within the mix of all the other stuff, obviously helping figure out the death date and being there for Ben and the family, trying to find baby Eden. And obviously he's a very intricate part to all that with his detective work.
Yes, there's quite a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then Matt, can you maybe tease how your character is able to use his powers to sort of help in the 828 version of it, I guess, like how it sort of moves the story along?
Yeah. So it's been 2 years since the end of season 3 to beginning of season 4. Over that time, his empathic abilities have progressed a lot. And now not only can he sense the emotion from other people, but he can actually now take that emotion. He can absorb it from them through physical touch, and he's able to use that for good. But it puts him in a dangerous position because there's only so much a person can take, and he sort of loses his sense of identity without these abilities.
All right. And then JR, I also wanted to add, you have a partner this season that kind of maybe screws things up a bit and makes it harder. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, of course. He's gonna, he can't spend too much time by himself. No, yeah, he has a little kind of fling with someone, and it is a complicated, very complicated situation this year. I'm really curious to see how the fans are going to take. I loved working with Ellen. She's awesome. She's just such a ray of light. We've become very close, and we had a lot of fun working together with Melissa as well, and obviously Matt. And yeah, it's I'm so excited for the fans to see this season. It's this is it. This is the final descent, and they've done such a beautiful job of being able to kind of tie it all together, and the ending is so good. And there's a lot of happy endings for a lot of people, but not everyone, so that's kind of all I'll say.
Okay. And then Matt, I was just gonna say quickly, can you sort of talk into tapping into some of the darkness that your character goes through this season and how you kind of get out of that?
Yeah. I've been really fortunate over the course of the 4 seasons to have really rich, complex story in the present day in the show, but also his backstory. And from day one, I have felt so deeply for him, and I love him so much. So to see him struggle with the things that he struggled with and the things that he then now struggles with in season 4, I don't know. It's hard. I don't really know exactly how, but I've just been able to feel so deeply for him, like I said. For me as an actor, I feel like this season feels a little more like season 1 and 2. With the struggles that he goes through, the darkness, he was very zen and very sort of centered and thoughtful and present in season 3. So it's nice to go back and have the roller coaster ride that is season 4 for me.
All right. Well, thank you both of you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. I just finished 9 this morning, so I'm waiting to
That's great.
All right.
Nice.
Thanks a lot.
I like your backdrop.
Oh,
I
thank
hope you like it. Thank you.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Have a good day.
Bye bye. You too.